Well, welcome back to our podcast, Five Times Richard. I'm glad you joined in again. So we're just gonna continue talking. Hey, everybody.
What
How's
up?
it
Uh,
going?
Nice day. How are you doing over there, everybody?
Bree got me weak. I wasn't even about to get weak. Bree just doing pretty good.
Y'all,
How you doing? How's you doing over here? Like,
Bree got me weak, man. Come on, man.
I'm
I'm
focused,
good.
bro. So how's you doing over there? Like, how you doing?
Yeah, I told you guys we're just laughing, having fun, talking family. This is the family. So yeah. So I thought this time we start off with like some icebreakers just to kind of get us going. So I thought of some would you rathers. So would you
Oh,
rather live
nice.
in a world where it's always winter or always summer?
ah,
About that as we go around. So Big Raymond, always winter or always summer?
always summer.
Okay, why?
Melanin man, warm attitude, feels good.
All right.
Like what?
Cool,
Mitch. Lord,
Older
fucking
man.
boy.
Okay.
Man.
Devin, always winter. Well, you in Texas, so
Yeah, I'm gonna
it
tell you,
is
I'm
always
living it
summer.
right now.
Must be
I've
nice.
been living it the last couple years, just always summer. So yeah, I would choose summer, yeah. Just yeah. It's more to do. It's warm outside, people outside, I'm outside. Yep.
Bree, always winter, always summer.
Always summer, need the sunlight, and I need that warm. I could take layers off, but man, putting layers on is just too much. And it messes with the fits.
Very true.
Hmm.
Well, Ray, always winter, always summer.
Always summer.
Oh, why?
You thought it was gonna be winter?
I thought that would surprise me a little bit because you would think about U of M and you like the
Hmm.
northern climate, so
Oh, nah. I only picked that just because I thought they were cool looking. I like blue and yellow. It was basic. But yeah, no, summer is way better than winter.
yeah.
It's too cold.
Always summer for me too, so I guess all of us is we'd love to have summer, but yet we're here in Ohio, so yeah, we gotta make some moves. Gotta make a change. I have another one. I'm sorry, would you rather be able to teleport anywhere instantly, but only once a day, or be able to travel in time, but only to the past? So you can teleport anywhere, but only once a day, or go to the past only. Little Ray?
Teleport once a day, just because that's nice. It's better than the past. I mean, I got nothing to do in the past.
Okay. Brianna?
I also agree. Teleport anywhere once a day. That's all I need. And
Exactly.
you didn't put a time frame on it, so I can teleport to Egypt for the whole day. Then tomorrow I can teleport to Brazil. Travel. I'm all about traveling right now. So, and yeah, I don't need to go back to the past. I'm here for a reason. I'm not going back to school. I know that much. So,
Yeah,
what is back there that I need?
Devin?
yeah, same. I'm gonna keep the train going. Yeah, definitely teleport. Same reasons, travel. Yeah, I have nothing to do in the past. I feel like I've progressively been growing up, so I'm gonna try to keep moving forward.
Yeah.
You are. Glow up stat.
Thank you, thank you.
All right, don't everyone make fun of me. Big Raymond.
I like those
Really?
teleport.
Yeah.
That
Okay,
way I can keep moving forward. I like it.
I like it. I was on the fence though. I think I would go back to the past one time because I just need to put some money in Microsoft or I need to put some money in
Oh,
Apple.
you
Like I need to,
could.
Good point.
I need to go back.
That's smart, actually. And then you can
Blow up. You
travel
blowing up. I'm trying to
anywhere.
blow up.
You're right. I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Change your past for the better. I'm thinking about just going back for some reason, living in
But I
that.
mean, with teleport, you can make some money.
Yeah, you could teleport to the bank and
Not
get
that
it.
way. Stealing is
24-hour
crazy.
challenge. You gotta hide for
Like
24
once a day,
hours.
you're either gonna have to.
Oh yeah. Because you know what they say, if you go back to your past and you teleport to your portal, if your present self sees your past self, you will not be able to see
Okay.
There you
your
go.
past.
Crazy. Right, right, right.
miles off the Dr. Train.
Dang.
Right.
Newton's 17th law. Crazy.
Well, last one,
17.
and this kind of segues us into our topic today. Would you rather go to a PWI or an HBCU?
Let's start with you.
Crazy
HBCU all
answer.
day, baby.
Yeah.
CAU. Yep. I think it kind of speaks for itself because of where we all ended, right? So, kind of getting right into it, just talking college experiences today. So, as you know, of course, I am alum of Clark Atlanta University, Atlanta, Georgia. Shout out CAU. Raymond, you attended
Central
yeah.
State University, CSU,
Devin, you attended
HBU, CU.
Xavier University. XU.
shout out. Brianna.
BGSU, go Falcons.
All right.
Go
And Little
Fox.
Roy.
Franklin College FC.
Oh, they got
FC.
their letters, right?
Roar.
Yeah. Okay,
Go
man.
Grizzlies.
Quit playing, bro.
That's right.
Aren't
What
y'all
is everyone's?
Musketeers?
So Clark, yeah, Clark is a Panther. What are you,
Yeah,
Little Ray? You're a Grizzly.
Grizzly.
Devin, you would.
Shit. A Musketeer.
Like, come on, 13th Musketeer boy.
Brianna?
Falcon, for sure.
Falcon.
And we
Big Ray?
are Marauders.
Riders. Okay. Cool. We all have our own little stories about that. Let's kind of talk about it. First, let's talk about how was the transition going from high school to college? Like what that was like for everybody. Anybody want to start? Any stories stand out that you're like, man, that was quite a transition from high school to college. I'll start if
Mm.
not. I remember when I moved, I'm from a small 7th Street neighborhood. So going down to Atlanta, I come from hearing trains far off in the distance and crickets and bugs and everything else at night because, I wasn't in a field or farm or anything like that, but it was, quiet. I moved to Atlanta, I'm starting to hear police cars, sirens, like it was insane. It was literally night and day difference for me from what I was used to compared to what I had gone to. So that's just one thing that stands out for me moving there.
I
Nice.
think ours was totally different. Went Central State is in the field, and it's in a little small town. And then once you get to that town, you drive another 30 or 40 minutes into a field. So it was quiet at night, but it was the good thing about it is having a whole bunch of people staying like it was like a big slumber party. Like all of these high school kids staying at a football field or at a big old field with no parents. So it was a different experience for me, but also it was a good experience. HBCU was a good experience.
Yeah, for sure. Now you're in it now, right? So what going from high school to college, because you're the one closest to that bridge. We all kind of left that bridge far, far away, far behind. But was it a big difference in the workload and things like that?
I mean, it's really nothing special. Um, I'm not gonna lie, because how small my school is, I haven't had like a crazy college moment. But I know one moment that stuck out me was like my first time hanging out with somebody after tennis practice. They asked like if we were going to go for a run, and I was like, yeah, sure, I would be down. And so then we like ran like 3 miles in the gym, and it was pretty cool. It was super late at night, so not something I would have did back in high school. But
3 miles.
yeah,
That's a lot. But hey, it stands out to you. Bree,
yeah.
you're not too far removed.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I think I do remember it hit me one time because not saying y'all were strict or helicopter parents, but y'all just, of course, we had school starting at my school started at 17, so it's like I had to be in bed. But I do remember like I was literally walking across campus. It was late at night. I had class tomorrow, and I'm like just walking to my friend's dorm, and like we both had class the next day. But I'm like, that's crazy. Like I'm over here spending the night with my friend and she has class tomorrow. I have class tomorrow on a school night. Like we doing this? Like we're doing this right now. Just walking across campus 10 p.m. Like, oh, let's just do a slumber party on a random Wednesday. So that was always crazy. But other than that, workload was no different. I think it was a transition because my dorms were small and we had Ray has it too, the community bathrooms. That's like a whoa, like
Oh
we
my
walked down
God.
the hallway in our robes, showered next to somebody, like,
You're right about that.
and
Oh
then
yeah.
we
I'm
walked
gonna have to
back.
put that in the back of my mind.
No
Forgot about that,
privacy. We
yeah.
just use the
Yeah.
bathroom. It's just like, all right, everybody here, we all one.
Right. One big
Oh, what?
yeah.
Yeah. I think that was the crazy thing. But they don't probably know what PWI. I don't know if some people know what PWI. So detailing PWI versus HBCU, what does that stand for?
Okay. Well, what's PWI for those who attend or went to a PWI?
Predominantly white institution.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what is
HBCU,
HBCU?
historically black colleges and universities.
Yeah.
Nice, nice.
Would you know I had white people at my school though, on my floor?
It's
I
true.
stayed in the ROTC dormitory and probably like 20 white guys.
Hmm.
They got minority scholarships.
Yeah, yeah,
Hey,
we definitely had it was diverse.
Yeah.
So
It was
just
diverse.
because the HBCU, there's a lot of diversity there. People do tend to think, oh, it's black HBCU. Nope, it's a whole diverse community there. So for sure, and of course PWIs are diverse
Yeah.
because you guys were there. So yeah,
hey.
so, kind of tells the story itself,
Mm,
right?
mm.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
had asked the guy too. I said, "What made you choose this school?" One, he said it was affordable, and two, he said he wanted to be more diverse. He said high school for him was a predominantly white high school, and he wanted to attend a HBCU to diversify. And he felt after he graduated, he was going to go get his master's at another school. So he felt like the school was great, and it was affordable, and he would save money by getting minority scholarships and different things like that. So I
Oh,
was like, figured out a way to beat the system.
Right.
sure. Now, Devin, I know you had some stories with involving some fruit, right? Did you?
Ah,
Oh
the
man, the fruit
bandit,
bandits.
bandit.
Bandits. Hypothetically, we yeah, I went to a smaller school. I stayed the closest to home, even though I remember my first night being homesick and I'm down the street. Like, brother, you're 30 minutes from the crib. I
Third,
could probably go to the highest building on campus and see where we live at.
probably can't see
Like,
our house.
crazy. But I was homesick. But yeah, I was 30 minutes from the house. It was still a transition just because Wynn was predominantly black. So going to Xavier and being around a lot of white dudes, white girls, and just other ethnicities, it was definitely a transition. Um, yeah, it was cool though. It was we had a program called Smooth Transitions that tackled that problem specifically or that transition specifically, where all the minorities came to campus like 2 or 3 days before everybody else. So we already had like we were a squad already when everybody else came in. So it didn't really feel as we got overwashed. Like, we did, but like, we had a group, so it was cool.
Yeah.
And yeah, the fruit bandits, because it was a small school and there wasn't a lot to do on or off campus. Me and the homies would hypothetically go to the cafeteria and collect fruit during lunch, and then afterward just uh throw it into people's windows. So
You were
that
feeding the
was.
hungry. You know,
Yeah,
you
feeding them.
guys
We're
were
just
like the
trying to make sure
Robin
everybody
Hood.
on
Robin Hood.
campus is fed, and that
Yes,
was really our main priority.
there it is.
You were
Yeah,
pro health food, like it's fruit. So
yeah, yeah.
like, what college students
Healthy.
eat fruit?
Exactly, exactly.
Voting.
Just looking out for the community. I really wanted to be a pillar for the community.
Okay, man.
Yeah.
Dude.
See, Ray, you're there. You might have some ideas of, just spreading the fruit around campus. No, don't do it.
Yeah, I mean, you got 2 more years, bro. If you want to go ahead and continue that transition or that
I
tradition.
think I'll pass on being
Got
a
that
fruit
torch,
bandit.
right?
I actually got a tattoo as well, hypothetically.
And I've seen
Hypothetically.
it. That
Oh,
one's real.
right, right. That one's real. That one's real.
Against my advice, but that's a whole nother story. Well, I have another question for us. What was your
Yeah.
I
Oh,
can't
appreciate
believe
it.
I'm doing
Here you
this
go.
moment in college? So you're in college,
Look at
like,
you.
I
You can
can't
see my face.
believe
All right.
I'm really doing this. Did anybody have a moment
Right
like that?
here. Should be safe.
Like you just,
Uh, I do.
yes.
Do you remember when we were in Florida and we bungee jumped?
Yes.
I can't believe I did it. When it was taking us up, I can't believe I'm doing this.
Right. Now that is crazy.
It was about 100 feet.
I can't remember. I think it was the
Was it?
tallest one in Orlando at the time, though.
It
So
was
yeah,
tall.
that was definitely
Mm.
a scary situation.
I can't believe that y'all did that either, though. Well, more so, mommy, I can't believe you did that. And
Right. Her.
Yeah, yeah.
Trouble.
Bungee?
Wengie, I can't even see that right now.
Well, it was just, they pull you up and then three, two, one, fly.
Yeah.
And they put you in and
Oh,
strap
that.
you in they strap you both together. I think we were side to side. They strapped us in
Yeah.
something.
Yeah,
Still, though, I don't know. You don't. You ride the roller coasters, but
I do. I love roller coasters.
they're strapped and ready.
She ride more roller coasters than me.
True.
I was gonna say you should be more
I feel
surprised
that, yeah.
Dad did it.
That is true. He's scared of heights.
I
Yeah.
I
remember
used to
he
ride a
he used
lot
to
of roller
watch
coasters
us.
when I was younger, though. When y'all were younger, I rode a lot of roller coasters. I did Kings Island when we did Florida at SeaWorld or whatever. And then we went somewhere, Tennessee.
Oh, Busch Gardens. Is that what you're thinking of?
Oh yeah, we
I
did go
think we
to
did Busch Garden, but we
Oh,
did somewhere
yeah.
else too.
I can't remember. I've
I don't
been
remember that.
lots of places, but yeah.
We got pictures in the living room.
Right.
I'm gonna take you to Kings
Okay.
Island.
Y'all did that in college?
No, we
No,
did
that
that
was
when
after college.
we were living in Florida.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, no, not in
We
college.
were out of
But yeah,
college.
was there any I can't believe I'm doing this moments in college when you're like, I really can't believe I'm doing this. Like I'm literally on campus, I'm going to school, I'm in college. Like this is real. Anybody have any moments like that or not so much? It's just for me, it was more just get it done. Like I had a goal. Once I got there, I was like, I got 4 years. That's it. I got to be finished in 4 years. So I was on autopilot, autopilot, autopilot. Get it done, get it done. I didn't even party.
free tickets to the bags.
Right.
yeah. I remember I can't. I'm doing this because everything I did, I didn't believed it.
Oh, that's a
Hey,
quote.
tight, tight, tight.
David Goggins looking mug.
All right.
I'm trying to
Well, that's
think.
okay. That's all good too. Can you think of what's the weirdest thing you did to survive on a tight college budget? Was there anything, the budget time?
Not yet.
Y'all didn't have it, like I had it. So it's a whole different
Yeah.
world for y'all. I don't know if y'all ever worked on a tight budget. I know I
Boy,
was,
I had it.
yeah, me and Raymond could probably relate to that question more than you guys could, but yeah, the tight budget. I come from back in the day. You could actually go to the ATM and get $5 out. And that was like insane because you only had like 5.20 in the bank. So you could get your $5 out and
Man,
still
that's
be
like
able to do
$5.
something.
That's the service fee just to
Right.
take money out.
Yeah, yeah. I think the lowest the ATM does now is 20.
20.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, we used to be able to get $5 out. And that was life changing because that's literally all you had in the bank.
Life changing.
Life
It was like, oh
changing.
shoot, I can get pizza tonight, or I can get, whatever. Yeah.
$5?
Five
And you
dollars.
didn't Little Caesars.
Playing with some of
Little
your roommates.
Caesars.
Oh,
Or
okay.
split, yeah.
Plus, it was
Okay,
cheap
that's more reasonable.
for sure.
Mm.
Papa John's be running me $30.
Right? Yeah, you ain't on a tight
You
budget.
do too much. That's your problem.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Trying
say
to
Papa
feed the
John's don't even
family.
run me $30. What's going on
Trying to
with you?
feed the
He orders
cousins.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think you can relate to tight budget at all.
I think it was either
Oh,
tuna night, the tuna packets with the crackers in them
Oh
from
no.
Aldi's, or
Mm.
ramen noodles, ramens,
I've never had ramen noodles. To this day, I have never had ramen noodles.
Wow.
hot
I
water.
survived off of homemade popcorn, Kraft macaroni and cheese, Del Monte green beans, and homemade French fries. That's how I made it through.
Eh,
But I never had ramen
Sheesh.
noodles.
when did you eat the green beans? Like, I don't even see that
Del
coming.
Monte green bean, because when you feel like, dang, I ate so much junk food, I need something healthy. So that was like my healthy kick. Like, okay, I'm gonna cook a can of green
I'm
beans
right here.
so my body can get some vegetables.
Mm,
And that was not healthy, but all the salt that's in those canned green beans.
Yeah.
But in my
True,
mind,
true.
it was the best alternative.
Yeah, you ain't missing nothing with all the sodium in the ramen.
right. Well, there's a lot of sodium in the green beans too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Canned green
true.
beans.
Maybe
No, no,
I
maybe
would.
for real.
For real.
100%.
I'm trying to think. I used to get swipes from my freshman, sophomore when I moved off campus. That's how down bad it got, I guess. Because I would go back to the caf thinking you made it out, you free. And it's like, dang, back to the caf. Can I get a swipe? Please, begging kids for swipes.
How does
What's
your
the
swipes
swipe?
work?
Huh?
How does your swipes work?
You can either be on a gold, platinum, like silver plan, more swipes.
So what
No,
they
I
do,
mean
once
like
you
the
let you
swipe
in, you can
itself.
eat all you want?
Once you in, you can eat all you want, but once you leave, you leave. No, no Tupperware, nothing. And yeah, it's one swipe and then
No Tupperware.
you get what you
So they
want.
don't have reswipes?
Nah, reswipe. Mm-mm.
Damn.
Does reswipe cost you, Ray? Or you can just get back in?
I get back in infinite times. So like when it's
Infinite.
lunchtime, I probably reswipe 6 times. I'm not gonna lie, I'm big back.
Yeah. He's on the highest meal plan. So, because
Well,
he's
you can
got,
also anybody can do
six
that.
foot
It because you're
five.
required to.
There, you guys have certain levels of meal plans, and you're on the highest one. So,
Mm.
yeah. Because you're so big. Big and tall, you
How's
gotta
it
eat.
going?
That food goes straight
How
to your
about you?
stomach.
Doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Tienes
Where is
$2.
this guy
All you
going?
do is go taking fruit like he could.
And they will ask you if you want to round it up in there. You can say yes or no
He's
in
doing
there.
something
Thank
over
you.
there. Well, let's talk about like the college differences. Like, I know for me, when I went to school, there was always a step show or something. I could just come out of class and somebody's out there stepping,
That one
or
says smile returnable. Okay.
somebody's out
Okay.
there. We had a wall there, somebody's on the
Thank
wall,
you.
they done started up. Not a step show, but either stepping or doing something, strolling, something was always going on. Was that the same experience for you guys that went to PWIs?
Come on, bro.
Come on, bro.
She just brag about her HBCU. Like, what are you even saying right now?
Gotta get
Right.
there.
There was so much going on campus.
I
HBCU
remember when the
chant.
queues walked by
Did
my
you guys
door.
experience?
We didn't even have, we just, when I was leaving off, we just got cues. They were off the yard. I think they was on probation for the longest. I don't think, yeah, we didn't have Kappas. If we did have anybody, it would be coming from Toledo and they would come down. But we would have step shows. I'm not gonna lie, we did have step shows because we still had a Black Student Union and we did have a couple frats and sororities. So like the deltas would put I was able to go to a probate, which is when people in like sorority or fraternity crossover. I was able to go to a couple of those. So that was but it wasn't all the time, and we definitely weren't stepping. Like I see like HBCUs outfits to the T coming to the yard.
I
No.
thought you said they came at the Alpha, stepped at one of your parties you threw.
We did throw a party. Hey!
Didn't want to talk about that.
We threw a Halloween party. Me and my roommate Ebony. Shout out to Ebony. But the
Shout
Alphas
out,
came. The
Ed.
Alphas did come through. They were strolling in our living room, and we had like people come through, friends of the other track play. That's the good thing about being on track team. Like, yeah, you other people gonna know other people, and you gonna have a good turnout if you want to host something. But it wasn't nothing crazy. It's not like we were a football team or basketball team where it's like groupies coming out.
Hmm.
At Central State, we had something called the Breezeway. And it was like a building. You cut through it. It's big enough where you could cut through it and walk through it. Like the dormitories had like a big cutout, like a tunnel. And students hung there, and then all the sororities and fraternities had their colors there, their walls painted. So you could go by and you could see a statue or the wall of different fraternities and sororities. And people uh, hung out there. And some people hung out there 10 o'clock at night, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock. And they always said, don't get caught in the breezeway. The teachers or the professors would say, don't just hang out at the breezeway all the time.
Yeah.
Some people dropped out of school because they hung out at the breezeway too long. Had a
Yeah.
DJ there. He just
Oh,
set up his DJ. Yeah, he just set up and partying.
oh, wow.
Yeah,
Literally getting caught up in the breeze.
stepping and all of that. It was nice.
Yeah, it just
Yeah,
it
y'all
helps to
making it
build
sound
memories.
cool.
I mean, it was still we had to get our work done. Like I know a lot of people assume, oh yeah, HBCU, they're just stepping down there all the time and it's always partying. That's not the case. It was just cool. Like if it was a nice day, you'd come out of class and everybody out on the yard or something like that. But you still had to do your work. We still had class. We still, it was a rigorous course,
Mhm.
depending on your major. So that part was
I,
Hmm.
a little different. We're the same there. It's just, you come out and people might be out having a good time. But I'm sure, I mean, even on your campuses, you come out and I'm sure some activity that's going on as well. Like, what does Greek life look like at Franklin, right?
Why would she? I thought you were gonna ask Devin.
I'm gonna ask
I
Devin
don't
too.
know.
Ray, you just told us what you have to do to get into a party.
Oh,
Right.
the sign up thing? I mean, yeah, you sign up at the door so they can keep track or something. I don't know.
That's
Sign
crazy.
That's
I've
up
what
is
I
never heard of
heard.
a
crazy.
seat at a party. He just told us this the other day. You have to sign up, I guess.
They do a
Sign
head
up to
count
go
at
Oh
the
to the
shit.
party.
beginning. Everybody's standing in a line.
That's I don't know. Y'all
Crazy.
talking so much smack, but I'm not gonna defend it. I mean, I'm not a part of a frat. But I just know, yeah, there's just some random frats. There might be a black one, but I don't think so. I'm just a part of brother to brother, and that's it.
Okay.
when I was
Yeah,
driving on your campus,
I
I
don't
didn't
know if the
see any
Divine
black
Nine
flag.
was on your campus or not. Go ahead, Raymond.
I said when I was driving on this campus,
Of
I
the
didn't see
Divine
any
Nine.
black letters or anything.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised. There's like 40 of us, so.
Yeah.
What about you, D? Do you remember Greek life? I know you've been far removed, years out of there, but
Yeah. I remember I had a few there was a rumor that I was trying to be alpha.
okay.
That's one alpha?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, I for some reason, I don't know if somebody mixed my name up, but there was a rumor around campus that I was, trying to be an alpha. And I would tell people no, and they still thought I was just trying to be secretive. I'm like, nah, I'm literally honestly trying to stay on campus in general, like in school. So let alone join a Greek life
The fact that it would be
organization.
a rumor
So
going around is crazy because they're not even gonna let you in now. Because why would everybody on campus
yeah.
know? Now they're gonna be like, yeah, no, that defeats the whole purpose.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know what that was, but yeah, I had a few homies cross over. So that was cool. I've been to a probate. That was fun. That's a good time. Um, yeah, I thought about it. There was part of me that kind of wanted to, but the probate kind of scared me because, I'm not really the best dancer, and I like my hair too. Got a big forehead, so I can't just shave. I can't just, I don't know. I would have came back from the probate, you know?
What's a probate?
That's when they
Yeah.
cross over. So it's like a show, when they actually cross over, they come out and present themselves to everyone. So yeah.
But what, like they tried to haze him to cut his hair?
No, you would go. Most time you don't know when you're actually like most people wouldn't know that you are pledging for a particular group or organization. And some
Hmm.
things happen. I wouldn't say hazing, no, that's not legal. They can't do any hazing. But there may be certain things that they require you to do or whatever. So that's probably what he's referring to.
And it's kind of like I would
Mhm.
say like in secretive. So that's why we do a probate because you don't know.
Yeah, you don't know
Yeah.
who was
Like
actually
it's
online.
secretive. So then it's like, wait, this whole time you were about to be in this organization. So it's like a presentation, like mommy said, like present yourself, show what, frat sorority you're now a part of.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it's like that's why, because it's been a secret the whole time.
Another thing I want to talk about homecomings. Anyone still go to their homecoming?
Might be the funniest ever. Not just kidding.
I love my homecoming, but I have not been back. I have to go back. I've only been to one since I graduated, so I need to go back. But I remember when I was there, and I think you guys already know, but remember Tupac performed at our homecoming.
Yeah.
Oh
We
yeah.
used to have
That's crazy.
concerts, like HBCUs have concerts at the homecoming. I don't know if your your colleges have concerts, but yeah, that was one very memorable one. Was the year that Tupac came. That was
Wow.
really cool.
That's cool to say.
Anybody else have any concerts, or what does homecoming look like in the at your colleges?
Ice Cube at our concert.
Okay.
And our concerts used to be super live where people would come all over from Detroit because I'm in the middle of Ohio. We're in Wilberforce, Xenia, Ohio, Wilberforce, Ohio. So you got people from Dayton, Cleveland, Detroit, uh,
All over.
Chicago,
Yeah.
so Indiana, got all of those, Indianapolis. So you got all of those black people coming, and it's like maybe one solid way into Central State, which is the 42. So that
Hmm.
one way in was packed, and then once you get on campus, super packed.
Yeah.
Uh, and it was the most beautiful thing
Yeah.
seeing all of those beautiful black folks and nice cars. Like when black people came back to homecoming, they came back like I remember coming down to Atlanta to see the Freaknik, but we had something
Yeah.
like
That was a whole nother
our
thing.
homecoming was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, got to see Ice Cube in concert and Yo-Yo when Yo-Yo first came out, female rapper who was really, really good. I think y'all got somebody now that's almost like that, like what's her name? It's Friday night.
Yoshi.
Sexy Red?
Nah, it's
Sexy
Glorilla?
Friday
Red.
night.
Glorilla?
Really. So this girl was nice. Like she could bring
Bro,
him out. Like
what?
Yo-Yo was nice. And got to see her in concert. So that was good.
Okay. Any concerts for you guys that attended PWIs?
I have.
No. Concert? Nah.
No.
I went to UC one time and I think I saw Big Sean,
Oh, that's
but
right.
outside, was
Think
that Big Sean? Pretty sure.
Like Big Sean from a distance.
Yeah,
Wait, is it
might
Big
have just
Sean?
just medium Sean.
Concert three?
oh sure.
Sean. He had 21 Savage.
21
Oh,
Savage.
nice.
My freshman year.
Uh,
My freshman year,
Hmm.
we had 21 Savage come, but that was about it. Other than that, I went back to one homecoming. I was still in grad school, but it felt like I went back because at that point I wasn't attached to like undergrad. But went back, and that was the only one I actually feel like I went to. They usually have ours is more so like there'll be turn up and we'll go like downtown and turn up. But the good thing about it is like tailgate is live. Our biggest thing is like the tailgate. We don't have concerts or anything, so the tailgate gets live, and that's when like all you could tell too, like the tailgate. There's like the black people tailgate, which is like outside the stadium, and it would be like all the frats and so yeah, all the frats and sororities like setting up and like everybody coming back together, line dances and music blasting. You can go to the tent, just get food from the queues, and then go over there and get some food from the Kappas. So it was nice. That's
Okay.
how that's how ours is. Really just looking forward to the tailgate.
Okay. Now you and I went to Little Ray's homecoming and tailgating was big there. Remember that, Ray?
Yeah.
It was a huge, so tailgating was really huge is really huge at your school as well. I
That's what
remember.
I've been told.
Well, we were there
But
and we walked through.
it got rained out and it was a
Didn't we?
rainy day. There weren't that many people there.
I
Um,
think Chili's that day.
It was still
I
I mean,
think
you could
it's a
tell that
one
this was probably the thing because that parking
one in
lot was
two
pretty full.
chance. That parking lot's always full though. But yeah.
So what about cafeteria food? That's the last one we'll
Oh,
talk.
D.
Oh,
Oh, go
oh,
ahead, D.
no, never mind. I was gonna say I might have to head out here in a minute for
Oh, okay.
I'm meeting somebody here. They've been here for a minute, but I can answer this. Cafeteria food, my go-to was pizza and fries. Terrible combo. I ate
Can't
that
stand that.
probably 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10. See, 4 out of 7 days of the week. And yeah, it was a bad combo, but it was good. It tasted good.
I think that's what you eat too, don't you, Ray?
Every day, pretty much. It's the reliable stuff
Hey,
because the meat here is risky sometimes. Have you
Not
out?
risky.
I was about to say
Yeah.
risky.
Don't eat anything risky.
Like, yeah, today I didn't eat the meat. It's a little student joke though. It's like you got to be careful with the cafe food. We call it saga, but
Does he know I'm here?
I remember.
yeah,
Is
a
that
lot of the
because
time it's
he just
raw.
popped up?
Yeah, you
Well,
said
not
me
a lot of the
one time.
time, but like it's really close to being raw, and a lot of people can get food poisoning
Oh my
sometimes. So
goodness.
you got to be careful.
Remember Ray sent a picture one time to our chat, and we were like, "Wait, that chicken looks a little pink, Ray. I don't know."
Oh,
Oh
gee.
yeah, they had
I'm
that
gonna
again
say bye
today.
to Devin. See you next
Bye,
week.
D. Enjoy your workout.
Good
thank
workout.
you.
See you,
I'm gonna
D.
run hard.
Right.
Thank you.
See you,
Thank you.
D.
See you. Love you guys. Nice
See you
talking to you.
guys.
Love you.
Love you.
Now, Bree, you had different cafeteria food, didn't you?
I probably
You had
pizza
two
fried.
calves.
There were multiple cabs on the, but I feel like a lot. Don't everybody have two cabs? Ray, you only have one. Y'all only had one.
We had two because my dorm actually had a calf in it. So I was in the new dorm and we had
Yeah.
a cafeteria in the dorm, but then there was just one on campus that everybody used if you weren't. I mean, you could come down to our dorm, but yeah, that was because
Yep.
we were so far away from campus.
We had
But
two.
we
We
had
had
soul
two.
food, so it was like a lot of the food I just got introduced to because grandma didn't cook like that. So
Oh
a
yeah,
lot of
yeah.
stuff
I
was,
did hear
was
rumors
good
about
for
that,
me.
like fried chicken Fridays and stuff at HBCUs, or certain days will have certain food.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had two cafes. One mostly the football players got to eat at, but when you got in there, that was the cafeteria. You found out that they had really good food.
Mhm.
So that was pretty cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
we had two cafes.
Yeah, we had the two. That's why I was like, I'm confused. We had two. And then, like you said, my freshman dorm, I had like a place where you could get food. It was like Marco's Pizza was in there, sub sandwiches and stuff like that. And then we also had like little places on campus where you can go and buy food with your like Falcon dollars. But I was always a go-to fries and pizza too. But then also I would also get like flatbread sandwiches. I love those. That was a go-to. But it was yeah, it wouldn't be the healthiest options. But I would try to eat a salad every now and then before practice.
See, that was my green beans. Every once in a while, you just got to get some veggies in,
Yeah.
to make you feel like, okay, I'll be okay.
I'll be okay.
Now, I know I wanted to also ask, did for Raymond and Brianna, little Ray and Brianna, did you ever feel pressure to like have to go to college? Like, did we ever, your dad and I ever put pressure where you felt like, you know what? I need to go to college. I have to be a college graduate or a college student, or did you feel that?
Mm, nah. I
Okay.
never put pressure. I don't think y'all put pressure on it like that. It was more so like just by I feel like that's just how it is. Like you go to high school, you go to college just from seeing how both of y'all went to college, then my older brother went to college. So it's like just the system and like I knew I wanted to run track, continue it in college, and I knew I wanted to do certain things after college. So but I think y'all were always chill with it.
And I think we always stressed education, the importance of education, but not to put the pressure on you like, well, you have to do this. It was like, this definitely will get you ahead in life, but ultimately it's your life, uh,
Yeah.
your decision. But we do definitely value education. What about you, little Ray? This will be interesting to hear your answer here because you
Hmm?
have quite the story to tell when it comes to being where you are now.
Yeah, well, I don't think you guys really ever pressured me. It was just societal pressures that made me want to go. Um, I don't know. I feel bad. You said you expected a crazy answer, but I don't really know what to say
Well,
in
how
regards
did
to
you
this.
get there? The crazy part is, the time frame of graduating from high school and then all of a sudden, boom, you're in college. Tell us about that. How did that flow go for us?
Yeah, so I mean, for a while I was gonna take a gap year. And then about like midsummer, we started talking about Central, or it wasn't Central. I mean, I toured
Cincinnati
Central
State.
State though, but I toured a lot of places. But yeah, Cincy State was where I was thinking just to save money. Um, and then last second, I decided to just follow like playing tennis and go to Franklin, and that was about like 3 weeks out from when class started. So
But it's like 0 to 100. Oh, you're going to college. Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
let's figure this out then.
Yeah.
That was
yeah,
crazy. That was quite a ride. But we got it done. Thank God. 3 weeks.
Right.
Thank
yeah.
God.
Oh, I've never heard someone say 3 weeks before, like, actually, I want to go to college.
That was insane. But come what may, I was gonna make it happen. Whatever he wanted to do, it was like, all right, well then we gonna make this happen. Come what may.
Yeah.
So,
Did
and now
y'all feel
years
pressure?
later, still there. There you are. I didn't do any college visits before. I was just choosing off of paper. Like, okay, yeah, this is where I want to go. And one of my best friends wanted to go to Clark, so it was like, hey, we were gonna do this together.
Yeah.
We played Clark this year at homecoming. You took Little Ray to my homecoming, to my school, right? Clark played Citrus State.
Yep. We
How
sure
was it, Ray, walking on my campus?
It was cool. There's some cute girls out there.
did. Well, that was fun. I know Devin had to leave out, but just to wrap things up, I always like to end it with a little odd news. So
Yep.
I don't know if you guys had a chance to take a look at the odd news out there, but there's a single flaming hot Cheeto that's shaped
Pokemon.
like the Charizard
Pokemon. Yep.
Pokemon, yeah, and it's sold for $87,000 at an auction, believe it or not. Insane.
Crazy.
Just for a Cheeto. I mean, I'm like, this is crazy. The bidding started at $250. I'm like, that would have been enough for me. Like, oh shoot, 250 for a Cheeto? Yeah, you can have
Yeah.
it. The person that held out for 87,000, like that's
Why?
to have a flaming hot Cheeto that looks like a Pokemon. Gotta catch them all.
Well, Ray, I saw Ray Group.
Yeah,
A talking piece at the party.
What'd you say?
I guess it's a talking piece at your house party and somebody eat it.
I guess.
well,
Right. I mean,
Charizard
that's an
is number one.
$87,000 Cheeto.
Charizard is number one.
It's the most expensive Pokemon card in the world.
Oh wow.
Like an actual Charizard card, if you have the first edition, it goes for a lot of money.
Oh.
Shh. I might
It
start
might be in the millions by
Cheetos.
now.
I might start buying some Cheetos. So, I need to
I don't know
find
about
another word.
Cheetos. I don't know why. I guess just because it's Charizard, he has that much pulling power. But that's
Wow.
crazy.
That's crazy. Because if you really think about like, why did I just purchase that?
Too much money.
Yeah, that's too much. I don't know what you would do with that. To never eat it and just have it. Okay. We gotta go get
Nah, I
your
mean he got
Pokemon
too
card. You
much
got a
money.
Pokemon
The
card.
person that bought it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Um,
A little through a little race
but
card.
yeah, my Pokemon cards only go for like 100 something max
Okay.
Only.
for one of them.
Right.
Where they at? I'm about to go.
I'm
Exactly.
not showing
Show it
y'all.
to
I'll
me.
sell that when I'm 70, and then it's worth 1,000 or something, hopefully. But
Oh wait,
it's a
wait,
big
only
card of
you're worth
Charizard, but it's not the
$1,000.
original.
I guess.
I hope so. I mean, it's like y'all said, it's Charizard. I have a Mega EX card of Charizard, but it's like a big card. It's not a small one, so it's
Oh,
worth
I know what you're
less.
talking about.
Hmm. Is here at home?
It's sealed right now,
Yeah. I know what it's
and I'm
at.
not telling nobody where it is.
Everybody knows what it's at.
I
It's in the
already know where
vault.
it's at.
Like, come on, bro. If you get a crease on it, it's worth nothing, so don't touch
Right. Okay, well, this was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as we did. Always good catching up with everybody. And
it. Yeah.
continue to tune in. Don't forget to like and subscribe. All
Leave
right. I'll talk
comments
to
for
you guys
anything that
later.
y'all want us to talk about. Leave comments down low and ask your family these questions too. Let us know what you guys think.
Yeah, let's see. Family differences for sure. All right. We'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.